All
Did
right.
we change? Did we change the photo for
We are live for the YouTube page. I did. I changed the profile photo. I gotta
Okay.
change. I gotta change the banner next. I gotta do that on the computer. My phone wouldn't let me do it. But
All
we
right.
are
Yeah.
Cool.
live.
All
So
right.
we
Cool.
live, ladies and gentlemen. Shoot Your Shot, the podcast, episode 6. We
Episode
here.
6. We here. What's going on? Facebook,
Hi
YouTube,
guys.
Twitter,
Hello.
Instagram. All our sports fans out there. What's going on? What's going on?
All the beautiful women. Hi.
Yes,
Stay away from that.
it's officially sundress season, and I'm here for it.
It is sundress season, and I'm gonna make sure my wife is wearing one every time we go out.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm gonna make sure my
Yes,
wife keep
sir.
those for the bedroom and not for outside.
You could do that too.
All right,
Words.
cool.
So we're gonna change it up a little bit. I know we've mostly been talking basketball, but we did have a request from my homie Ryan. He wanted to talk the fight this weekend. He wanted to talk both fights, but we're gonna focus on the one this weekend, and we'll focus on the other one when that one comes up. I think in August. This Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul, the YouTube, whatever you want to call him. He's
He's
not a
the brother.
boxer,
He's the brother of Jake Paul.
right? Are they
Okay.
twins or something? Or
They're both idiots. If you want to
yeah,
consider
they're
that
both
twins.
idiots. That's for sure. I want to start first. I know this was a couple of weeks ago, but with the whole, what do you want to call it, incident or gimmick or whatever, with him stealing the hat. What did y'all think of that? Because I mean, we all know boxing and MMA. Those situations tend to always get out of hand. But what did y'all think of that one in particular?
It's all antics. It's the sale. If you don't think Floyd wasn't a part of that, then you're a fool. It's all antics. It's boxing for a while now. To me, has become WWE. You know, what I mean, it's the sale tickets. It's for money. It's a money show now.
I mean, it's always been a money show since even before Don King. I mean, it's been about the money, but I think now that these dudes especially are kind of making a mockery of a sport that I personally love. I mean, I'm a huge boxing fan. I know I haven't kept up with it as of the new dudes, but I'm an old school cat with as far as boxing's concerned. Bernard Hopkins is one of my favorite boxers of all time. I just feel like they're making a little bit of a mockery out of it. I
I
feel
agree.
like Floyd, if he was in on it, which he probably was, he came off looking a lot worse than old boy. But I think he's kind of used to that.
I mean, that's the sell, right? That's part of the selling point. You know, like let me look like the good guy and make you look like the bad guy. It's
Yeah.
always Floyd is the bad guy, you know. So
Hmm.
it's just a selling point. It's a tactic, you know what I mean? And I can't knock Floyd for it because he at the end he sees these big dollar signs. So I get it. I agree with you. It is a mockery of the
Money team.
sport. Exactly, money team. It is a mockery of the sport. I totally agree, but I'm not mad at Floyd. I'm not mad at Logan or Jake. I mean, they're getting to a bag that we
Yep.
wish we could get to one day. So, no knock. Joe, you want to chime in?
Yeah, I'll fight Floyd for $5 million. I don't
I
care.
mean, I
Like,
fight Floyd for 5,000. You know,
like if I could get a quick million for 10 minutes, 15 minutes of my time, then why not? I mean, it's just like rappers when they claim to have beef before they album drop. And
Oh,
you cop that
that,
album.
that, that was that was 50 Cent's #1 move. He had an
Right,
album coming out. He had a beef with
right.
somebody.
it
So
worked. It works.
you cop that
Well,
album thinking it's gonna
for
be
how
a
long did it
diss
work?
tracks, and it's the same shit. So it doesn't surprise me, but I'm not real interested in the fight. I'll probably watch it for shits and giggles, but it's not something that's like, oh yeah, the fight is tonight. Let me hit up a bar and watch this. So
Sorry to cut you off right quick, Joe, but a shout out to Boogie the God. He just subscribed to the YouTube channel, so we definitely appreciate that.
Oh,
thank you,
Boogie,
Boogie.
what up? That's the
Boogie.
homie.
Oh, that's
I
what's up.
love
We
it.
Roosevelt,
appreciate
shout
that.
out.
All right, Joe. I'm sorry. Sorry, Joe.
It's cool. It's cool. Everybody go to the YouTube page, subscribe and like if you haven't. Do that now. Shoot Your Shot podcast. That's what you can find us under. This episode 6.
Facts, facts. Make us famous the same way you guys make all these other celebrities that y'all don't even know famous. You know what I mean?
There you go. There you go. So that's
And we not gonna give y'all shit just like they don't. So
we'll shout you out though. That's the least we can
yeah.
do.
Hey, that's why we talking about the topic we're talking about right now is because my homie he requested it, and that's what we doing. We want to appease our fans. You know, if y'all here with us right now, like I said in our group chat, y'all day one, so stick with us because when we have, hundreds of thousands of views, we gonna remember y'all.
Definitely,
right.
definitely.
That's right.
So let's keep this going. There's some special rules for this match, this boxing match, which is this weekend on Saturday, I believe.
Saturday.
They said it's not going to be a winner.
Yeah, there's no winner, no judges, so there's not going to be any scorecard.
No nothing. There's a knockout.
Knockouts will be allowed.
Or if Mayweather knocks this guy out, or if this guy knocks Mayweather out,
if no one wins or lose, that doesn't make sense.
It really doesn't make sense to me either. Like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But all right, whatever.
Yeah, it's gonna be three
don't know.
rounds for 8 rounds. They each using 12-inch gloves, no headgear, and old boy got what 50 pounds on Mayweather.
Something like that.
Yeah, he's 100 and he can't go over 199. Right now he's 199. So that's the most he can be. And Floyd is about $147, $148. So
now, but I think Floyd walking around is 170. So is he fighting at his walk around weight or is he fighting at his boxing weight?
I don't know. They saying he's supposed to be 140 something.
So he's fighting at his boxing weight then.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, we won't really know till they weigh in.
Yeah, I think the final numbers is Friday. They do everything, so
yeah.
Maybe, but for dude to be that much bigger and stronger and taller, he only has like a 3-inch reach difference. Yeah, like it's not really that much, So I don't know. It'll be interesting. It's fun, It's an exhibition, so. I just wouldn't want Floyd to get that one loss on his record because it is this.
It wouldn't count. Remember, it wouldn't go on his record.
It wouldn't count professionally, but it'll count in our eyes. Like if we witness this and see him get hit and knocked out or knocked down, it may not be officially on his record, but we gonna count it as a loss. Like we gonna be like Floyd got his ass whipped. So. And
let me just clear it up right now. Floyd is expected to be 160 at the fight.
Okay, so close to his walk around weight then.
All right, that's not bad. That's a little heavy for him.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure he can move with it. So I mean,
yeah. Another big factor here is the age difference. This kid is 26 years old. Floyd is 44. I mean, that's a very big difference as far as age is concerned, which you won't normally see in a boxing ring either. But I mean, do any of us really give this kid a chance of winning at all?
I don't.
I don't either.
It's an exhibition. I don't really see Floyd doing anything stupid.
Different. Nate Robinson wasn't a boxer. He wasn't no fighter of any sort. Floyd is a boxer, a professional boxer. In some eyes, one of the greatest boxers of all time. So,
pound for pound.
Yeah, like that's like me trying to play Jordan right now. I feel Jordan to get the best of me. So, that's just his game. This is just his sport. So, I don't see this guy beating.
No
way, shape.
He's just chasing the bag. Like I said, I'm not mad at that.
Right. This is for the money.
Yeah, go in, do what you got to do, and just cash your check.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, I think Floyd. I don't think he's going to take it as serious as he would a real fight, but he's going to have to take it a little serious because he's not trying to get knocked out on national TV. We know Floyd is a man of self-confidence. He's very. And he works hard to do it. He if anybody could be as confident or cocky, whatever you want to call it, as him. I mean, he's never, and He's never lost in his career, so he don't want to get put on the map by some some YouTube star. So I think he's gonna have to take it fairly serious on some level, so that he don't get embarrassed out there, because that whether it counts or not, it would be embarrassing to see him get knocked
Yeah,
out on TV.
I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's
Yeah,
gonna
I think
happen.
Floyd defense is too good. Like, and I don't think this dude hit harder than Shane Mosley and a couple of
Right.
other fighters that have hit, Floyd, with what they got. You know what I'm saying? So I think Floyd is able to take a punch. I'm not saying he should stand there and get wailed
He's
on, but
he's not.
I mean, yeah, I know that, but I still feel he's good enough to take a punch and still be able to withstand what this guy got. And now the question is, can this guy take a real punch by a real boxer? You know what I'm saying? So it's just, again, it's something that you don't want to see happen because it'll look foolish and it'll make him look foolish, but it's something that I don't think is gonna happen. I don't think
I,
it's gonna happen.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, it's uh, again, anything can happen, or like this any given Sunday. But I don't give this dude a chance of winning. I think they both just gonna do it for the check, and Floyd gonna gonna pick up whatever fight he got to take next, and this dude gonna keep being who he is, and probably fight people less caliber after this. He might learn a
Yeah,
lesson after this. Keep it with the Nate Robinsons and the
He probably might not fight
bullshit.
after this. Like, this probably might be it. Like,
shit. Depending on
what's
what
this,
that
what's
bag
this
is,
pay,
I'm done.
yeah, what's this payday? Like, I know his payday is over 10 million for this, so it's like, why keep going? Like, I already did what I wanted to do. I got this 10 mil, especially if he could walk out of this and hit the club up without having to wear his sunglasses. Like, it's a win-win situation. So
Hmm.
I was him, I would just take that, whatever money I'm getting from this, and you invest it in some Bitcoin or some dumb shit, and live from there, man. Like don't keep
Enjoy
doing this.
life.
Yeah, enjoy life, man. I don't understand.
Well, we're not gonna spend too much more time on that. We all got Logan Paul losing. Does it go all the way, or is it a knockout?
I see
Now
it
it's gonna
going
go
all the
all the way.
way.
Yeah, it's
I,
gonna go all the way.
yeah,
It's
it's
gonna
going all the
go
way.
8 rounds.
Yeah.
They're gonna milk this and give the people what they want to see, and it's gonna
Probably
be a
make it
lot.
look good and
Yeah,
might
it's
have
gonna be a
another
lot of
fight.
dancing. It's gonna be some dancing going on. A minute 20 seconds between punches. Like, there's gonna be a lot of shit going on. So they're gonna milk this for 8 rounds.
So that's all we'll spend on that, and we'll get into right what I know y'all both want to talk about, the games last night. Y'all want to start with the Knicks, or you want to save that one for
Um,
last? Because I know somebody over here dying to talk about it.
Joe, I got a question for you. What time do the Knicks play tomorrow?
The same time the Spurs and the Bulls
Yeah,
play.
exactly.
Nah,
Yeah,
but
buddy.
they it was a good season. Like, it's a good season. I mean, again, as I stressed, um, as once you get there, you do want to try to keep it going. And I'm not gonna say that the first round was the achievement and the first round was the goal, but it's like, listen, man, you ran into a different team. You ran up on a team that was experienced, that knew how to play, knew where to be at the right times, and they just couldn't get it done. And hopefully this is a stepping stone and a building stone in the right direction. Hopefully the Knicks don't do what the Knicks usually do, which is try to, go after a star and tear the team apart. You got something going here. So I would say play it smart, man. Be smart.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead, get
agree.
your shit off. Go
I,
ahead.
I agree. You know what I mean? No. As Nick fan, not me, but Nick fans, you definitely should be proud of your New York Knicks. Nobody expected them to have a winning season, be the fourth seed. No, I'm pretty sure no one expected Julius Randle to win MIP, become an All Star, probably be off, probably not all first, but maybe second or third. all team. No one expected none of that. So, Nick fans is definitely should be proud. The future looks bright for you guys. You know what I mean? Go out there, try to grab a free agent or two. You know, build on what you have. Build on the momentum. I get it. You guys lost. The losses did look bad, but just build on the momentum of the season that you guys did have. You know what I mean? Just keep building towards that goal. Overall, to me, Atlanta just had the better team, in my opinion. They had the better overall team. I forget, was it you or Joe that said, "Hey, Trae Young, he's not a winner. He can't lead a team." And he looked like he could lead a team against the Knicks, and the Knicks was one of the top defensive teams in the league. And Trae Young had his way. He had his way against the Knicks. He kept his composure. He didn't force nothing. He played great basketball as a point guard.
Now,
So,
actually, honestly, he did, man. The man, he went 10 for 28. Like, it was some force. It was just his surrounding and his supporting cast did what they were supposed to do. Capella did what he was supposed to do. Bogdanovich did what he was supposed to do. Collins and Hunter, all those guys, Gallinari, they all did what they were supposed to do.
but who led the way?
I'm just saying, like it
No, I
looks
get
that
it.
way. It looks that way because he's the star of the team, but it's not like he went in there and was dropping 30, shooting over
No,
50%. Like,
not at
like
all.
if his supporting cast wouldn't have showed up, then we are talking a completely different series. If you leave all this on Trey, then it's a completely different series. Did he hit shots
Of
when they
course.
needed them? And did he hit shots when it was most important?
Did he
Yes.
make the
And
right pass when he
yeah,
needed? Gotta look at the full body of
listen,
work.
I totally get that, and I agree with that. But this whole narrative of Trey Young went out there and bust their ass and did all it, like that's not true. It was a team. It was a collective team. This is like one of the first times in a series where the team won. It wasn't one player or two player. Like every night, every game that they played, all 5 games that they played, that team, that Atlanta team went out there and won the game together. They kept Trey under control. When he started to get wild and erratic, they was like, all right, we're going to take control. Capella, he did his thing, not just on offense, on defense as well. Collins, they did their thing, keeping Randall out of the paint, keeping
I agree.
making Randall feel uncomfortable, forcing him to shoot jump shots after jump shot, like forcing him to shoot threes. Hunter, Gallinari, Bogdanovich, and all
All
those
of them.
guys, they did their thing
I
on not
definitely
just
agree.
offense, on defense as well, containing RJ Barrett, forcing him to shoot jump shot after jump shot.
Oh,
The
Jay's
Knicks
a bum.
the Knicks could not get in the paint whatsoever, and that's
I,
kind of their forte.
I said that. I said that the other show. I said, listen, Collins is quick enough lateral wise to keep up with Randall, but if Randall do happen to get past him, who's in the paint holding it down?
Yeah, so
Clint,
it was a team effort. I give Trey Young somewhat of props for
or just a
being,
little,
yeah, just
just
to
a
be
little.
being the leader. He is the star of the team. He's gonna get the most press, the most camera shine, and all that. And for hitting big shots when they need it. You know,
That's what's important.
when the Knicks was trying to come back, he would hit a big three. But it's like there were times where the Knicks would try to come back, or the Knicks would be on the verge of taking the lead due to him missing 5, 6 jumpers in a row. And then, honestly, if this was the regular season, maybe he would have kept going and missed 8, 9, 10 jumpers in a row. But this is the playoffs. He decided to say, you know what? Let me make
Let me
this
make this
extra pass.
pass.
Let me make
Uh-huh.
this extra pass. So yeah, I give him props for that. I give him props for growing and maturing right before our eyes. But this was not just a Trey Young series,
Or let him know, Gerald. Trey
huh?
bust y'all ass. Now I'm talking to Gerald in the comment section. That's right.
Oh,
Trey put on a show.
I mean,
He put
I
on
don't,
a
I don't,
show.
I don't feel he put on the show. I don't think he put on the show. He stepped up. His
He
team stepped up, and his team did what they were supposed to do.
he
And that's the
he
end of the story.
he put on a show as far as, like you say, getting the team involved.
Yeah,
When
definitely.
when Atlanta need a big bucket, either Trey's gonna give them the bucket himself or he's gonna make that pass. He's gonna create. You know what I mean? That's what he did. He did it the whole
Yeah,
series.
yeah.
On the other hand, like you said, Randall just couldn't find anything, and it's unfortunate because he had a fantastic season, and it's unfortunate that it had to end this way, playing this bad, especially shooting wise. His percentage is very low. I'm still looking for RJ Barry. I think he's on a milk carton somewhere in my fridge. I'm gonna grab it
They
later
they have,
and
I
check.
told somebody asked me where was Julius Randle, and I said him and RJ, they both on an island somewhere.
You
They,
know,
but
the
listen, man, it's their first go round.
yeah.
I expected this from them. I expected them to hit this playoff wall. It's not easy, man. You going out there and it's not the same. This is not the same as the regular
Not
season.
at all. That's
You
why I
know,
said don't nothing to hang your head on, Nick fans. Your future is bright because everyone on
yeah,
that's a
definitely.
young team. The future is very bright. So with that being said, Mr. Nick, you want to chime
It's
on
my
in?
time. It's my time now. I want to
It's
let
your
y'all get y'all shit off.
now.
I
Go
ain't want to
ahead.
interrupt.
No, no, no,
So
go ahead.
I'm first and foremost. I will say congratulations to the Hawks. That's where I live. I've seen them play a lot of games. Um, they played well as a team. Uh, the biggest difference between us and them was that 3-point shooting. We are
Yeah,
not a good 3-point shooting team. We shoot a good percentage, but we don't shoot a high volume. They got
agreed.
shooters all around. I
All
mean,
around,
everybody on that team could shoot
except for
except
Clay.
Capella.
Yeah,
I mean, even that little, even little ginger kid, he could shoot it. Like everybody on that team could shoot, and there would be times where we'd make a run and we get it within 5, 4, and then whether it was Trey or it was somebody else that would hit a big three. So that their timing was perfect in 4 of the 5 games. Their timing was just every time we'd make that run, they'd hit that big shot to put them back up 7, 8 points, and that's the biggest difference as far as the team's concerned. Overall, they do have a more talented team, top to bottom. We might have had the better. Well, I won't even say that. I'll say I believe we have a better future going forward than Atlanta does. They're gonna have some contract issues. They already have one with John Collins. I think he's gonna get the fuck up out of there. Unless they make some kind of miracle run and make it to the finals, which ain't gonna happen. But if it did, that's the only way he's gonna stick around. I think he's gonna be gone. I think going forward, this should have been an eye opener for Randall. I think I hope that it makes him realize that he's not a number one option.
nope.
He is. Stephen A. said it today. I don't agree with a lot of things Stephen A. says, but I do agree with this. He is a great number 3 option,
Number 3.
and yeah, a great number 3 option, and a good number 2 option.
It all depends on
So
what you got around him.
yeah, but he can't be your best player. Just
No,
like Trae Young can't be your best player if you want to win the finals. Yeah, he played well this first round, but he can't be your best player. You want to go to the finals.
And
not
just an
yet. At
FY,
least
just an
Not
FYI,
ever.
Trey Young shot 41% from the field and 34% from three.
not horrible, not great.
That's
And
that's
then
bad, to be
Not
yeah,
honest.
horrible, not great.
this right here is a great point, my homie King Vic. Mitch Robinson, we could have used. I mean, he was gone pretty much all season, but he would have been a big addition. We had Taj Gibson playing 30 plus minutes against Clint Capella, who had damn near a foot on him. Mitch Robinson ain't letting all that nonsense go on in the paint that was going on.
Yeah, that's a recipe for failure.
Mitch Robinson is a shot blocker. Nerlens Noel played hurt the entire series.
He's a
That
bum
man was
anyway.
he was our best defensive big man all year. So I'm not gonna sit and make excuses. We got the
Go
matchup
out
we
there.
wanted. All Knicks fans wanted this Hawks matchup because we felt it was a very winnable series. I think the officiating was terrible. I I just hate this the fishing for fouls play style that Trae Young has. It's not his fault. It's the NBA. It's the James Harden shit. I'm not a fan of it, but he takes advantage of it where he could. The one highlight, the bright spot for me was Derrick Rose. I hope that we bring him back. He said he wants to come back, but we'll see what happens.
Go out
But we'll
there
see.
and get Cat, Lonzo, and maybe someone else, and we talking about a whole different scenario now.
Well, there is some news that came through today that says Chris Paul will be opting out to become a free agent.
I don't think he's coming to New York. I think he's staying in Phoenix.
He wants $100 million.
Why would he opt out? Yeah,
because he said he wants $100 million. He's opting out the $44 million that they're gonna owe him if he decides to opt in, and he wants $100 million.
Bradley Beal, I wouldn't mind Bradley Beal either.
As a GM, if you guys were GMs, are you giving Chris Paul $100 million at his age now?
How many years?
They didn't specify. He just said $100 million.
Well, if I'm gonna give him $100 million, it has to be for 3 to 4 years. I'm not giving you 2 years, 100. I'm not paying you.
No.
50. Like it had, like I don't know. I'm gonna look at it like this: is Chris Paul coming to the Knicks what they need and good enough to get them over that hump? I don't think so.
Not just Chris Paul. Not just Chris Paul. No.
You see, the difference is Phoenix had a dominant force on the inside and an elite scorer in Booker. The Knicks don't have that. So you would have to get way more than Chris Paul. So right now you got to think cheaper. You can't go after Chris Paul and give him 50% of your contract. You know what I'm saying? So me, if I was a GM, I would look for a little cheaper deal. I would try to get Cat out of Minnesota and grab Lonzo to run point. And I don't know. Maybe
if you're Phoenix, do you give Chris Paul that $100 million? Or?
Oh yeah, if I'm Phoenix, yeah, definitely, yeah, I'm giving him that.
You have to.
I'm giving him. If it's a 3-year deal, I'm giving him 3 years, $100 million, because it's cheaper. It works out cheaper than the $44 million for the 1 year. I'm giving you saving me $10 million over the years. Yeah, I have no problem giving him the 3-year $100 million. And if it's 4 years, it's even better.
I agree.
Yeah, if you're Phoenix, you got to give him that because he transformed that franchise from nothing. I mean, they haven't been relevant since Steve Nash was on the team.
Like he does with every franchise.
Yeah.
But Rondo's better. Let's not forget that.
Don't get me started on Rondo or we're going to have some real issues. But, yeah, Phoenix, you got to give it to him. As the Knicks, I'm not giving him $100 million. I'm saying I'm giving him a 1-year deal and saying, okay, prove it again. You got hurt at the end of the year. Prove it again. Then I'll give you some money. But
if I'm the Knicks GM, I'm going after a few pieces that I need. And I'm gonna tell Randall, listen, I can't give you, a max deal. If that's something you want, and
he earned it.
I don't think he earned the max deal.
This season.
He earned the decent upgrade and a raise. He did not earn a max deal.
Hey, listen, the way they're giving out max deals to some of these bums,
Miami has said to Jimmy Butler, they're not gonna give him a max deal. Like he's looking for 4 years, 160 something million.
He's not 160 something million player.
Nah,
and neither is Bam.
Yeah, so I'm not giving you that. Like sometimes these teams got to be smarter than that and be like, look, if you're gonna find a stupid team that's gonna give you that, then go ahead, go get it.
Yeah, bye.
If you wanna win and you wanna stick with what you got going, you're gonna have to take this. Like I said, I'm willing to give Randall a raise. You get a raise, you get an upgrade. You're gonna get a nice deal. Because I don't think he was making 20 plus million this year. So I'll give you 20, 25, 26 a year, no problem. But I'm not giving you 35, $40 million because you didn't earn that yet. You got to the playoffs, you stunk it up. which means there are parts and areas of your game you have to work on in order to get this max contract. And until you do that, I'm not giving you that. You want to get it somewhere else? I guarantee you, wherever else you go and get it, you ain't going nowhere. It's going to be a team that's in the basement. You ain't going nowhere. And with you leaving, I have the money now to go get a Bradley Beal, a top-notch name and a top player. So if you want to help me out by leaving, go ahead. You could do that. Remember, I still got Barrett under contract. I ain't got to worry about RJ Barrett for another year or two. So I think
And that's another real good why I said we have a brighter future because for once we have cap space moving forward for the next 3-4 years if we don't spend it stupidly. We have so many draft picks. We
right.
own all of our first round draft picks for the next, I think, 5 years. So and we have a competent front office now.
For once.
Yes. So I just think we're gonna make the right moves. I think we're gonna go after the right kind of players. We got the coach. Thibodeau's it. As far as I'm concerned,
That's a
Thibodeau
great
needs to be the
pickup.
coach for the next however long he want to coach. Let him coach. He want to go for the next 10 years until he 6 feet under. Let him do it because he, in one season he's done more for this franchise than any other coach that we've ever had. You name him, it's
More than Van
been night
Gundy?
and day.
It was
Not
a
more than
different
Jeff.
NBA. It was a
Jeff.
That was a different
It was
time.
a different NBA. But
He didn't have the coaches back then didn't have the same kind of power as they have now.
True. Because most of these coaches is damn near GMs as well.
and
Yeah.
what's a player that Thibodeau coached? Cat Towns. I'm telling you. You go out there, you need him. That'll enforce your inside game, your inside interior defense. Like you
Is he
get
a
a,
free agent next season or he has one more year?
I think he got one more year. Like he said, y'all got the draft picks. You send a couple of picks to Minnesota and work it out. Or you can even send a few players now. You can send a guy like Kevin Knox, and I don't think y'all gonna use him. It don't look like his game is gonna
He's a bum.
vastly improve
He's a bum.
in a year. Exactly. You send him. You could send quick.
RJ.
I wouldn't send quickly or RJ. I would send whoever else I could send.
RJ.
Natila Kila, whatever.
Well,
the hell.
he's out of here. He's out
Yeah,
of here.
like
Get him
guys
out of
like
here.
that. Like
Yeah.
you free up some space and get a guy like Cat. You get Lonzo, who's gonna hit the market, and I'm pretty sure a lot of teams is gonna go after him. They said the Lakers might be interested in going back and getting him.
He
Now
should
that
not go back. So after
I
what the
wouldn't
Lakers
either.
did to him,
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. But listen, man, you talking about money
We
and
okay?
the ability to play with certain people. So if they offer him
Back
enough
at me?
money and he got the
Okay.
ability to play with LeBron and Davis and whoever else they might get, like you never know, they could persuade him. But if I was the
Yeah.
Knicks, that'd be my two biggest acquisitions. I would try to get a real point guard because I don't think Derrick Rose is starting. He's going to
No.
be the bench guy. So you go out there, you get a real point guard and someone that can lead it, and you get some interior paint going. You get some interior guys going. That'll free up space for Julius. He wouldn't be forced to play on the inside, forced to play with his back against the rim, and he could do what he liked best, which is shooting mid range and taking
And
it to the
driving.
rack and driving. So, and then with Cat there, it opens up a lot because now you got to double team him. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to pick your poison. Am I going to double team Randall? Am I going to double team Cat? Am I going to leave Lonzo to just do what he want to do? And that's a good recipe. I see them winning 10 to 15 more games with that.
With that lineup?
Yeah, with those acquisitions, and then you never know if you get those, who else might want to join.
Nah, Cat coming to Brooklyn. I'm sorry to break it to y'all, but
I don't,
he
I
know
don't
where it's
know,
at in New
man.
York. He coming
I
to
don't-
Brooklyn.
I don't think I think they got too much going with Harden, Kyrie, and Kevin to where it's like,
Yeah, they don't need it.
yeah,
That's a
not
waste.
just
It's a
that,
waste.
if I'm a player that's averaging 25, 26 points per game and I'm trying to keep my game there and show my talents, me coming to Brooklyn ain't going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah.
are they going to get a lot of role? They're going to get a lot of role players, ring chasers, guys in that 10, 15 point per game range. It wouldn't surprise me if a guy like Melo wouldn't end up in Brooklyn. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
Melo said he doesn't want to leave Portland.
I feel you, but like I said, listen, man, shit happens. You can say this shit. You rarely hear a player come out on TV and be like, I don't like it here. I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? They all say the smart shit. They all say the cool
New York,
thing.
they kind of do Melo a
I
little
mean,
dirty under,
that's
just a
the Knicks.
little bit.
That's the
Hold
Knicks.
on. Let me be clear.
Not Brooklyn.
New York did not do Melo dirty.
A
Phil
little.
Jackson did Melo dirty.
That's the same
Yeah,
Phil
thing.
it's not
Jackson.
Brooklyn though. Brooklyn is different. And where Melo was born and raised,
Brooklyn,
well, not raised, but
but
born. He was
born
born in
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. You know, he left as a young kid, but it would listen, man. If he got another year or two left, and it's the only chance, you're not winning the ring in Portland. Like we all know that you're not winning no ring in Portland. So if your only chance to win a ring is to spend 1 year in Brooklyn, hey, why the fuck not, man? Especially if Brooklyn was to win this year and do it convincingly, why not?
You mean when? But
Well, look, as much as I would like to talk Knicks all day, we only got so much time. I'm gonna just respond to one thing that you said, Joe. And Vic mentioned it as well. The thing with Lonzo Ball is he's restricted. So I would like a point guard of his caliber, but I'm not trying to overpay for him specifically. So if somebody signs him to some crazy ass deal
you don't want to
I
match
mean,
it.
nah, I'm not trying to pay 25 million a year for Lonzo Ball for the next 4 years. That's too much.
I
So
feel you.
that's the only downside to
Hey,
Lonzo's situation.
you throw it out there, be like, look, man, I give you a 4 year, 65 to 70 million.
We talked about this the other day.
Yeah, we
That
talked
too.
about that
I would
last
do that.
episode, Vic.
We
I
talked
would
about
try
that
to
the other day.
I would try to persuade him from Portland, but I don't think he'll leave Portland. I think you got a better chance of getting someone else other than Dame.
He's got a solid team over there. They just need to figure. To me, once again, Portland is another team I believe that they don't know what their identity is as well. It's like, here you go, Dame. Do what you got to do. They don't really have an identity neither. Are you what are you? Are you a fast break team? Are you running gun in? What you know what I mean? I don't think they figured it out yet.
His supporting cast don't show up when they need to.
Well,
I
speaking
mean,
of Dame, they played tonight.
is it tonight? No, they played
Is
last night.
No, they play tonight.
They played tonight,
They
eight
play
Oh,
o'clock.
it is tonight. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
You're
they
right.
play tonight.
Um,
8 o'clock.
it's
That's the first
three.
game.
Yep, it's 3-2 right now. It'll be on TNT. Denver's up one after that crazy overtime, game, which what was it, like 140, 147 or
Yeah,
something
that was
like
the
that.
final
I mean,
score. Dame put up 55.
yeah,
Yeah,
Dame put it up. Dame put everything he had in it. Had another, like I spoke about, another Dame time game. Unfortunately, his number two, CJ McCollum, does not show up yet again. Uh, you know, I, I hate that Dame has to just keep just suffering through this where he's putting it all in and his teammates show up. That's one of the reasons I see. He talks like he's very loyal, but you can only take so many years of teammates not showing up. And
Disappointment.
I also have a very, Joe might like this conspiracy theory. I think Portland is cursed as a franchise. They've had some of the worst luck as a franchise in sports over the years. It's crazy.
It's Jordan's fault.
yeah.
It's all MJ's fault.
I mean, to be honest, honestly, Detroit started it. They went to the finals to play Detroit, and Detroit beat them, and then the Bulls beat them, and then they ran into the Lakers a couple of years. They couldn't get out the West, and then they had a great squad, and then injuries killed them.
Injuries.
Roy went down with injury. You talk
Brandon
about
Roy, one of my favorite players.
Greg Oden, if he was able to stay healthy.
Brandon Roy. Oh, you just said Brandon Roy. Yeah.
Brandon Roy and then LaMarcus, when they had him and Lillard came, I think if they would have kept those two together instead of letting him go to San Antonio, they should have just paid him what he wanted, and maybe that would have worked out different than what Portland has going on now because I don't know. I just don't think Lillard and CJ works great together. Their style is somewhat similar. They do pretty much the same thing. Lillard does it a lot better, but they kind of like the same exact type of players, and I just don't
Yep.
think that works together. I think Portland needs a certified big man. You know, he don't have to be a center, but a certified big man. If he can shoot the three, that'll be fine. And they might need a point guard and someone to get Lillard off the ball so he could run around and go through screens and
You
stuff
got
like that.
CJ for that. Well,
I mean,
supposedly you have CJ for that.
well, CJ is not really the point guard material. CJ is more of a two guard. That's what I'm
If
saying.
you
Like,
if you press CJ, he folding.
yeah, like they both pretty much the same. Now, I honestly think CJ is a lot better than what we see. Is you can tell when Dame miss games. Whenever Dame misses a game, CJ goes crazy, and that's because he's able to control the game more and put the ball in his hands more. So he's able to do what he does. I just don't think they work well together.
Quick, so off of that, do you think that's the reason why CJ game isn't as fluent when Dame is because Dame is so ball dominant? But
Yeah, like
by the time CJ gets actually in the
in
game,
the
it's
game,
like
yeah, it's like he doesn't touch the ball like Dame touches it. Like the basketball is in Dame's hands so much, and he's the main focal point of the offense. And CJ's not with the 16 shots here and there and get them when I can. And like he needs the ball to work. It's kind of like I said, they like the same type of players. So I think they need to do something with that. Get rid of one, and I'm pretty sure it's CJ. They're not going to get rid of Dame. So get rid of CJ, see what you can get for him. And I guarantee you, if CJ was to go to another team, he'll be able to flourish because now it's like, all right, this is your team now. Here, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? So I think Lillard needs a certified two, and I don't think CJ is that. CJ wants to be a number one guy. And when you have the mindset of I'm a number one, it's hard for you to play number two. You don't want that. And when your brain is not in it and your
ego,
heart is not in it, then hey, I don't care what you do.
ego
It's
tripping.
it's kind of like look at Golden State. Everybody say Clay is good enough to be a number one. The difference is Clay is okay being a number two. He done certified that like yo, I'm good. This
He
is
loves
Steph.
it too.
Yeah,
He
this is
love it.
Steph team. He loves it. He loves it. This is Steph team. We go when he go. I get whatever he don't want. I'm not here to force nothing. You ain't got to give me the ball 30, 40 times. Like, so I think they need to move on from this duo. The duo
Time
is
to
not what it is.
just blow it up.
Yeah, you got water and oil, and that don't mix. You can't mix that together.
So does Portland force a game 7 tonight, or is it wrapped up?
I don't know. This series has been going back and
Like I
forth.
said, it's a
Yeah,
seesaw.
it's a seesaw battle. Sometimes the supporting cast show up, sometimes they don't. Portland's defense is atrocious, like terrible, man. They play terrible defense. Like not only is Denver scoring, they're scoring at a high clip. Like these guys, you let Porter score. He scored 26 on 13 shots. He shot 76% from the field. Um, you let Jokic the only one that didn't really shoot over 50%. You let Aaron Gordon shoot 54%. Like the defense is just bad. Like I don't know. And if you're going to allow this team to keep coming, like it sucks that a guy went out there and scored 55 and lost. So I don't know. I think I don't know, man. Whoever's winning at the half, like if Portland is winning at halftime, they
They
might be
might
able
win.
to hold on to win the game. If Denver's winning at halftime, they might go on and win the game. But as of right now, it's like I really don't know. I can't really make a prediction. I know it's going to be a high scoring game. So whatever the over under is for tonight, take the over, y'all. It's gonna be over. Whether it's
Definitely
250, 260, take the over.
put your bets in.
Yeah, put your bets in. Take that over.
I predicted this game. I said 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. It's going to go back and forth like tennis. So far, I was right. I'm going to switch it up tonight, though. I actually think Denver's going to just end it tonight. I think they're going to put Portland away. There's absolutely no answer for Jokic. It's just, there's no answer. I don't know what Nurkic is doing out there. I don't know why they got Covington on him. I don't know what they're doing. It's no guard in Jokic. And that's no knock on Portland because there's not too many people in the league as a whole that can stop Jokic.
It's the MVP candidate.
But what you do have to stop Jokic from doing if you do want a chance is you can let him score. But it's them assists. That's what you have to stop. Let him score 35 and grab 9, 10 rebounds. Limit him to 1 to 2 assists. That's what you have to do. If they can do that tonight, I believe Portland will win. But if Jokic come out there and have a Jokic game, I don't see Portland winning tonight at all. I just don't. And mind you, this is without Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
So even if Portland do win, how far are they going to go into the next series?
Oh, they're not going far.
Either team here, if they go to the next round, whoever goes as question marks. This game is in Portland, so I'm going to pick Portland to win and force a game 7 just because I'm a fan of I'm a fan of Dame Lillard, and I think he's going to go off tonight.
He went off the other night. Like, it don't matter if he go off. He drop. What are you going to drop? 75 tonight? Like,
and still might lose.
Yeah,
if he got to.
I don't know, man. FYI, the over under is 228. So take the over.
Definitely take the over.
So
it's going to be way more than 228. So take the over.
Last night, we'll go backwards. Last night, the Sixers took care of business, finished off the Wizards. So they'll be facing Atlanta in the second round. Utah handled business, finished off Memphis, and that Mavericks and Clippers series continues to be a head scratcher. They don't play again, I don't think, until Friday. Yeah, they play Friday. They play Friday. So before we get to that game, let's get to tonight's other game. Lakers and Suns. Suns up 3-2. Still no AD, as far as I know. And
I'm hearing he's playing. He's going to play.
Is he?
That's what he's saying. He's saying he's going to play.
Yes.
I don't feel he should put his career on the line and play.
I don't either. It's
over, bro. Don't do it. Don't do anything stupid to further jeopardize what you got going in your career. You don't want to injure yourself worse to where it's like you can't come back from this. So
you're taking LA?
Who, me? No, I'm not. I'm not taking
okay.
LA.
Just asking.
Even if Davis is playing, I don't think it's going to be enough because I look at it like games 2 and 3. Davis was fully healthy, and the Lakers didn't win convincingly. So, and Chris Paul wasn't healthy. So, you take those into consideration, and it's like, I don't even think fully healthy. If both teams are fully healthy, I don't think the Lakers are a better team. So, I got the Suns winning tonight. Is it going to be by 30? No. Is it going to be more than 10? Yeah, I believe it's going to be more than 10. Is Bron going to have one of these games that everybody keep wishing and wanting? No, I think it's done. I think it's over for him. I think Father Time is tapping him on his shoulder like, hey, buddy, time to get out the club. It's 6 a.m. Party's over. If you want to keep partying, you can do it at home. But as of right now, you can't play here no more. Like, does he have more in the tank? Yeah. But at a high clip? No. He's going to be one of these 22, 21 point per game guys. He's going to be the third fiddle. It's time for him to move the point guard, let Davis and maybe they can get someone else. They keep talking about Bradley Beal. So if he gets Bradley Beal, then yeah, he could play third fiddle. Let Bradley Beal and Davis shoulder 90% of the load, and you take that other 10. But as far as him and his team showing up, that team ain't showing up. I don't think they mentally are there. They're not mentally there. And this is what happens when a season goes by and only one or two guys is getting the acknowledgement. Like that shit bothers you at the end of the day. You sit there, you put your shit on the line, you do what you gotta do, you score, you do this, you defend. You don't get no props, you don't get no respect, you don't get none of this. So it's like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know what's going on when you play with LeBron. It's like when it goes wrong, it's your fault. When everything goes right, he gets all the praise. Players
That's
been
what I
talking,
want. That's what I said in the group chat
yeah,
today. He should just sit out because if they lose, it's going to be all on him. But if they
yeah.
win, he ain't getting none of the credit.
So I wouldn't. I think they're all sitting back like, well, listen, you're gonna get all the props any damn way. So go ahead, Mr. King, go out there and show us what you got. And is Braun gonna score 40, 50 point? Nah, he doesn't have that in him
Anybody
anymore.
anybody want to take a stab at this question
Hold
that
on.
I got?
Well, hold on. We won't get to this. Let's
Okay.
finish up talking, and we won't get to Vic's question. I want to say update right now. Vogel has officially said Contavious Caldwell Pope is game time decision, and Anthony Davis. We still don't know his availability for Game 6. We'll see. So obviously they're going to be cryptic with him. I think that'll be a game time decision, but that's a groin injury. That's just like a hamstring. He might feel okay, and might that extra
Yeah, one
that
wrong
little
move.
overextended step, and
That's it.
it's
Like
it's
one
it.
wrong
So
move and you finished.
If I'm what's the GM? Bob Plenka? Am I pronouncing it?
Palinka.
Plenka? If I'm Bob Plenka and I'm invested in AD for the long run, AD, how do you feel? Can you give me 100%?
Nah,
You know,
I
if
can't.
you if you
But see,
cannot,
he's gonna lie. Like
if you
players
can't
gonna
give me,
lie.
then I'm gonna go to the doctor trainers. I'm going to whoever I got to go to. Is he 100? Is he 90%? If he is not, you're not playing because I'm not risking
All
my
right,
future.
think
I'm not
about
it's the
risking
this.
my
same thing
future.
like
Think about this.
we talked about with Joe Burrow. If he 100%,
Play him.
play him.
You play
If
him.
he anything under 100%,
You
Think
sit him.
about this.
save
All
him.
right, if this was the Western Conference Finals or the Finals, then yeah, I would take those chances.
But this
Bro,
is the
this is
first
the
round.
first round. So even if you was to just so happen to get past the Suns, you still got 3 rounds to go before you're hoisting up that trophy and the season is over. So you talking another possible 20 plus games. I can't take that risk. Sit your ass down. We
We see
got
you next
next
year.
year. I'll see you next year.
I
If
agree.
you're not happy with that, then fuck it. You do what you want to do. But I'm the GM of the Lakers. I'm not stupid. This is over. The season is over. We
So
thought we
now,
were gonna get we thought we was gonna get one of these big games from LeBron game 5, and you didn't. You've
dud.
been waiting for them the whole series. He hasn't gave you a big game all series. Every game has been some so. You know,
So let's pick the game, and then we're gonna get into that question. Who y'all
Um,
got tonight?
what you said, Joe?
I got the Suns by more than 10.
Who you got, Joseph?
I'm going Suns.
Yeah, I think it's unanimous. I'm going Phoenix as well. I just think they have the better team overall. Their team's showing up every night. LA, LA just don't have the firepower this year. I don't think they
Schroeder
have
is a
enough.
non-factor. He is not. He's not
Yeah,
doing what he
yeah,
needs to do for someone who's about to be a free agent. It's not 0 points, nothing, bro.
Not only Schroeder, but everybody thought, yo,
yeah,
Drummond is going to put
underdog.
us over the top. Drummond, to me, hasn't been the Drummond we've seen.
He
And they
doesn't
fucked up.
fit. He
They
doesn't
fucked up
fit.
because they already said, "Oh, we see him. We want to give him a long-term deal."
I mean,
You
go
don't
for
say
it.
that now. You don't say that now. You gotta keep this dude motivated.
He does not fit the
So,
Lakers system. He doesn't fit. He
doesn't look like
doesn't
he fit.
fit. He doesn't fit with Davis and LeBron. He does not fit with them. That's not who they needed.
So,
So
all right. So we all got the Suns. We're gonna answer this
and they're
question, and
two
we're
point
gonna
they're a
move on.
2 point underdog.
Here's the question: if LeBron takes a first round exit, does his legacy take a hit? And if so, how much of a hit? I'm gonna let y'all take this first, and we're gonna go out on this. This is gonna be the last topic, and then we out of here.
I'm gonna just keep it short and simple. I say no, no hit at all.
No, I don't think it affects him either.
No, it's done
It,
way
it
too
doesn't.
much.
It may open a few eyes to see that LeBron isn't the player he used to be and isn't the player that he once was. But as far as like, oh, he's not an all-time great
No,
and all that,
that's
like,
just
no, I don't.
nonsense. That's
Yeah, I
nonsense.
don't think it does that. And listen, when it comes to these playoff series, it's not an individual thing. It's a team effort. And his team isn't showing up as well as him. It's not just him. I could see if these guys was giving him what he needed and he was the only one not showing up. But Schroeder has been on a donut for God knows how long. Um, you ain't getting nothing from nobody.
Kuzma's a
Nobody at
bum.
all. Kuzma's a bum. Um, nobody. Like you're depending on Wesley Matthews, and the dude is like 80. Um, I think the only hope is to let THT go out there and give him 40 something minutes. Put him in the starting lineup.
See what
Give,
you could get.
give him 40 minutes tonight. Like, fuck it, here, man. The game is yours. You want to go out there and score 40 points for us? Go ahead, man. That's their only hope because Schroeder's playing for a contract, and I'm assuming his contract is going to be in the G League because if I'm an NBA exec, I'm looking at this series like, nah, bro. Um, and I don't understand that. People compare first round exits to Jordan. They always bring up this Jordan got swept in first of all, he didn't get swept his first two seasons. His first year, he lost in 4 games to Milwaukee. He lost 3-1. That Milwaukee team was loaded. Jordan didn't have nothing. And then the next 2 years, yeah, he got swept by the Boston Celtics. That Boston Celtics team was loaded. Jordan didn't have nothing. My thing is, LeBron didn't even make it to the playoffs his first 2 years. So although Jordan was getting beaten, at least he was there. LeBron wasn't there. So this whole narrative of Jordan getting like that shit is obsolete, bro. Like you think about what Jordan did. The dude had like a decade of dominance. Like he didn't even play a full 15, 16, 17 years like everybody talk about. Like imagine if this guy played 18 to 20 years of constant like basketball. And then on top of that, I tell yo, he did this shit drinking liquor and smoking cigars. Just imagine it, imagine if he would have took care of his body and took care of himself like these guys are saying. LeBron spends over $1 million a year in training. He spends $1 million. He spends over $1 million on his body, taking care of his body with chefs and the proper food and the proper diets and the proper training. Jordan
Yeah,
wasn't doing that. This dude is in the back smoking a cigar 2 minutes
gambling.
before game time.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Like,
Like I said, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't affect
it
LeBron's
doesn't
legacy
affect
at all.
nothing. Like I said, the only thing it does it'll open a few eyes and it'll open because I don't think you're gonna get that game from him tonight. That 30, 40 points that you're looking for, that big monster triple double, that LeBron taking over the game. I don't think you're getting that tonight. So you're not gonna get it tonight. The Lakers will be done, and Braun and Laker fans will see that. All right, well, maybe it's time for us to realize that his game is on a decline,
Which
and,
is fine.
and
It's
exactly, it's
perfectly
nothing
fine.
wrong with
Happens to
that.
everybody.
Yeah, it happens to everybody. And this is what I don't get about them. They just feel like, oh, the man is a machine. He never going like, bruh, you can't beat Father Time. It's not happening. And even Tom Brady, the time is gonna come. It may not be now, it may not be next year, but in soon it's gonna happen.
It's
So
knocking.
yeah, once he start knocking, you either gonna let him in or he gonna kick down that door and he gonna drag you out. So it's time for them to realize that. But no, it doesn't take no effects on his hit. He's still who he is. He's the GOAT in some people's eyes, not in mine. But
She'll
hey,
make her appearance.
we all here.
He is the GOAT of his era.
Man,
That's the only GOAT status he getting from
I
me.
mean, I can't
Ooh,
even give him
LeBron.
that because too many people have hoisted up trophies
And I give it
and
right back.
things during his time. Like he didn't dominate. He was a dominant player, but he wasn't dominating other players. There was so many other
Wait,
players that,
just hold her. Just
that
hold her.
just was like, yo, we here too. It was just the fans were louder than everyone else. So that's what made him look like the greatest player of his generation. But as far as like GOAT of his time, I can't give him that. There's too many players to name. You got a guy in Brooklyn that's like, yo, what about me? Look at me. So I don't know.
So I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. I
Hey,
agree with both y'all. As much as I wanted to spark some shit and say I don't agree, I agree. It's not gonna mean anything at the end of the day. It'll be part of his resume, just like everything else he's done. It'll get overlooked by LeBron stands. It'll get overlooked by the people that's just trying to shut LeBron stands the fuck up. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's not going to matter too much, other than, like you said, Joe, opening people's eyes to it's time. It's going for the first time in his career. It's trending downward instead of upward,
totally
and
agree.
it's not a knock on him. It's not a knock on anything, but
It
we
happens.
old.
It
Yeah,
It
happens.
happens, man. Like
It's life.
that
this
whole,
this man been playing professional basketball since he's been what 19 years old.
18.
19. Listen,
There's
I
only
can't.
so much the body can take.
Listen, I can't even get out the bed these days without hurting something, without a
Yeah,
bone
Yeah,
cracking.
bro, it happens, bro. Like,
It happens to all of us. It's no knock.
no matter how much you spend and what you train and what you eat, that game is different, bro. Like, you go out there, you play, you bang with these guys. These guys are getting stronger, they're getting bigger, they're getting more physical. And you got a lot of players that aren't afraid of you anymore. You had an intimidation factor for the most part of your career. That intimidation factor is leaving. Like these guys are not afraid of you no more. So they not afraid of giving it back. They giving it back to you. So I just feel like it's time. It's time to say, you know what, Braun? It's been real. It's been great. Whatever, Vic. But it was you had a great run, man. 18 years in the league. You've been doing your thing. You got 4 rings. You got 4 MVPs. You got a shitload of records. You're the lead leader in just about a lot of
A
statistical,
lot of
damn near
statistics. Yep.
offensive statistical categories out there. So it's like, all right, bro, hang it up, man. You want to catch Kareem and chase Kareem and
Man,
do all that, like,
just go be a dad.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
Like,
just enjoy
please, man.
life.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't get it, man. Like, enough is enough.
Amy.
well, we're not going to spend no more time on that. That was a good question, Vic. We appreciate you interacting with us, and everybody else has been sending in the comments. This is definitely by far the most interaction we've had from y'all
And we definitely
in a live
appreciate it.
episode.
Thank
Yeah.
you, thank you, thank you.
So we will be back.
Oh
There
shit,
it is.
that's
There
my
she
baby.
is.
That's the real co-host.
Say hi.
So what the people have been waiting for.
That's what everybody been waiting for, huh?
So we
That's
will be
what's
back
up.
on. We will be back Tuesday. I
Tuesday.
will recap we'll recap that Mayweather fight. We'll talk NBA playoffs, what happened over the weekend. We'll have some potential round twos going. So we'll see y'all on Tuesday, 6 o'clock. This has been Shoot Your Shot podcast.
AKA two fat guys and a baby.
2 fat
Yes,
guys and a
sir.
baby.
Yes,
You know how
sir.
we do. Everybody
Y'all take it
enjoy.
easy.
Don't forget, take the Denver with the
America.
over and take Phoenix tonight because they're a 2-point underdog. I don't know why. But yeah, go out there and do that if y'all betting people. Make sure y'all do that.
Yeah,
New
go
York, we
Knicks.
here. Let's go.
Go Nets.
Go Nets.
We all
Peace,
in shit.
y'all.
Take it easy. Peace.